How do I protect my little one, their liver, while detoxifying? And so we have a liver elixir that we use in the program, but it's not the very first thing I have you use. I first have you get on some binders. That link I gave you to the super green powder, they also have a binder that is called Pure Body Regular Zeolite versus the Extra Zeolite, which is the one we use for heavy metal detoxification. Most of these things, the zeolites, they taste like water. You can mix them in with any food or beverage too, but that binders will help the body to absorb. The body is trying to process the excess toxins. Even when you change your child's diet, you might find that symptoms will increase. And the reason for that is that as the bad bacteria, the candida or parasites, other things, that we're starting to take away their food source. They want processed carbohydrates because they turn to sugar in the body. And the candida especially lives off of sugar. So fruit, sugar, processed carbohydrates, of course, gluten and casein for multiple reasons, they all create inflammation and they all feed the candida. As we start starving out the candida by taking away their foods, and again, it's kind of a good idea to slowly remove the bad foods, because if you take away all of the candida's food right away all at once, your child can have excessive, more extreme behaviors, because as that candida is dying, hence the term die off, as it's dying, you'll find that the behaviors get worse. And the reason for that is that the liver is already congested. It's likely your child was even born with a congested liver. They get toxins from us in utero, or we live in a very toxic world today. So we need to protect ourselves as well as our children from these things. And there are a lot of natural ways to do it. I suggest if you join the program that everybody follow the program. There is no extra fee for yourself, your spouse, your other children following the program. It's a one. Most places do not do that. This is all inclusive for your entire family. Okay, so that it includes people in your home, because as the liver is congested, it's our organ of detoxification, and it cannot process the excess toxins because it's just too much overload. And that's where these behaviors come from. As the body becomes more toxic, the brain becomes more toxic, and the brain becomes more inflamed. And when that happens, we see the behaviors increase. People say, how come my child is all of a sudden stimming again, hand flapping, worse behaviors? And it's because there is usually a die-off symptoms, excessive toxins that the body can't process fast enough. That's why we start with the stabilizing and the foundational aspects, like the binders, to help bind up some of those extra toxins. It helps the body, so the liver doesn't have to process everything. Minerals, certain minerals will help to support detoxification pathways. So these things are all really important to know. And then as we do that, and as the inflammation calms down on the brain, then the symptoms calm down.